Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're well. In this video, you're going to learn how to brainwash yourself to talk to camera better. Quick preface to this video. You probably already know this if you watched any of my other videos. This is a process. You're not going to find a secret hack that's going to suddenly make you better at talking to camera right now for your first video. However, there are certain things that you can do that allow you to really get into a completely different state of mind quite quickly and see results. So this is about improving the outer game, as it were, your outer skills of talking to camera, and then allowing your inner skills to kind of catch up. So, brainwashing ourselves. How can you brainwash yourself to talk to camera better now? So we can play with 3 different mindsets here. The first one is that everything that comes out of my mouth is complete garbage. How would you talk if you genuinely believe that? Like, everything that comes out of my mouth is rubbish. It's not worth listening to. I don't even know why you're here watching this video. If I try and imagine that, what would it sound like? Probably sound something like this. What you guys need to do is pay more attention to your hand gestures. So hand gestures are very important because you get the point, right? Instantly dropped my talking to camera ability by 100%. What if we had the mindset, we viewed the words coming out of our mouth as completely acceptable. Like, everything that comes out of my mouth is completely acceptable and correct. That's an interesting one. Now, the ones that I'm going to give you now, this one and another one, they're not necessarily better than the other. This isn't a sliding scale. I wanted to give you a negative one, and I'm going to give you 2 positive ones that can be different in different scenarios. So let me just think about this. Everything that I say is just completely correct, sensible, and acceptable. So when we're talking to camera, the first thing we need to do is really get our gestures on point. So how we do that is by using our hands a lot more. What we're going to want to do is make sure we have them on screen. If we have them off screen, it can actually convey a lack of trust because you can't see what we're doing with our hands. So if we have our hands here, we're showing that we have nothing in our hands and we are expressing ourselves like this, and that's a great thing that can really help you talk to camera in a way that seems more friendly and engaging. All right, that helped a lot. So being in that mindset was actually pretty useful. I found that I actually found myself communicating slightly more effectively than I even normally do, because it's not that I wasn't being myself, I was just leaning into that mindset. I was taking myself, leaning into a mindset of I am just correct and kind of put together. Cool. All right, why don't we try the mindset of everything that comes out of my mouth is gold. Like, everything that I say is it just lands. It's like every sentence is a mic drop. Okay, let me try this. So guys, when you talk to camera, the first thing that you're going to want to do out of anything is use your hands. So express yourself. With your hands, just move them across the screen. Really just be yourself. Just express with your hands. You don't want them down here. No. That is going to completely put your audience off. They're going to not trust you. If you have your hands down here, no one's going to trust you. Everyone's just going to be like, this guy, why is he hiding his hands? I can't trust him. You have your hands here, much better. Everyone can see what you got in your hands. So you can express yourself. You can gesture. Everyone's going to love it. All right? So that's the tip that you need to know beyond anything else. If you want to be super charismatic and authentic on camera, is just gesture the shit out of your presentation. Just gesture. Express yourself. So I found that might have reminded you of certain people who you do see online. Or maybe certain people that you know who just they can be very convincing. And they're just like, whatever they say, you're like, oh yeah, he's got a point. He's so convincing. Being like that can also be a bit more polarizing though. So you might have also found that irritating or too much. However, if you are somebody who is more like the first mindset, especially when you're talking on camera, you're just not believing in what you're saying, you're feeling like people just aren't giving you the time of day, or what you don't have anything interesting to say, maybe you're an imposter. If you lean into this third mindset a bit more of everything I say is awesome, it can push you up to a healthy middle ground. Because if you just try and go to what I say is enough, it's okay, it might not be enough to kind of pull you out. It's kind of like the thing of shoot for the stars and you might land on the moon. So if you stack everything I say is awesome, or everything I say is correct and appropriate, acceptable, everything I say is perfectly acceptable, it's like very sensible, makes a lot of sense, then you can see a big breakthrough in your talking to camera ability. Now, having said this, it takes a bit of practice. First time's gonna feel weird, second time maybe a bit less weird, third time, you might be getting somewhere. With that said, subscribe to Portal Creative for more awesome talking to camera tips as well as filmmaking stuff. The journey of the creative life, you know, we're all creative people here on this channel, in this community. And we're trying to create awesome stuff. So if that resonates with you, give us a subscribe. If you want to check out my 30-day talking to camera challenge, you will see that in the link below. And I'll see you very soon. Till next time, keep filming, stay creative, bye-bye.